Yes, my dear student, today I would like to start the dynamics. First topic, motion in a plane curve. Let me give first polar coordinates. Let O be the fixed point called a pole. OX is the initial line. P r theta be any point in a plane where OP is a radius vector and theta is a vectorial angle. So these P r theta, where r theta are polar coordinates. Now let me define radial velocity. The velocity of a particle in the direction of a radius vector is called radial velocity. That means velocity along OP is a radial velocity. Transverse velocity, a velocity of a particle in the direction of perpendicular to radius vector is called transverse velocity. That means it is perpendicular to OP. So in this direction, so this is the transverse velocity. Now let me define radial acceleration and transverse acceleration. They're also on the same direction. That means acceleration along the radius is called radial acceleration and transverse acceleration is the acceleration perpendicular to radius vector is transverse acceleration. Now, one more definition, angular velocity. The angular velocity of a particle is rate of change of what vectorial angle of the position of a particle in a plane. Yes, now that is limit delta theta by delta t as delta t tending to 0 is d theta by dt. This is called angular velocity, and angular acceleration is rate of change of the angular velocity is called angular acceleration. That is d by dt of d theta by dt, that is d square theta by dt square, which we call it as angular acceleration. So let us take the first theorem, the derivation of expression for radial and transverse velocity component, also the expression for radial and transverse acceleration. So let O be the fixed point a pole, OX is the axis, P r theta be the position of particle in a time t. Let r plus delta r, theta plus delta theta, that is q, be the position of particle in a time t plus delta t. At point t, we have the radius vector r delta r. Let me resolve it into along and perpendicular to radius vector, that is OP. So one is r delta r cos delta theta and another is r delta r sin delta. This is perpendicular to OP and this is along the OP. Along OP, the distance covered by a particle in time t plus delta t and t are respectively r plus delta r cos delta theta, and in along OP in time t is r. Now the change in the displacement along OP in time delta t is r plus delta r cos delta theta minus r. This is change in the displacement in time delta t. Similarly, perpendicular to radius vector, the displacement is r plus delta r sin delta theta and 0, because initially the perpendicular displacement is 0. Change in the displacement perpendicular to OP in time delta t is r plus delta r sin delta theta minus 0. So therefore, radial velocity is r plus delta r cos delta theta minus r divided by delta t as delta t tending to 0. So limit delta t r plus delta r, this is cos delta theta is 1 as delta t tending to 0. Cos delta theta becomes 1 as delta theta tending to 0, whereas sin delta theta tending to delta theta as delta t tending to 0. So now come to this r. This, when I simplify this, we get delta r by delta t as delta t tending to 0 dr by d theta. And similarly, transverse velocity is r plus delta r sin delta theta by delta t as sin delta t theta tending to delta theta. So if I simplify this, so transverse velocity will be r delta, d theta by dt, whereas radial velocity is dr by dt. Now acceleration. Let us consider u equal to dr by dt and v equal to r d theta by dt. This is radial velocity, this is transverse velocity. Let us take these two are in time t, and u plus delta v and v plus delta v velocity components in time t plus delta t. From figure, at a point q, two velocities are there along OQ. One is along OQ, which is u plus delta u. Another is perpendicular to OQ, that is v plus delta v. Let us resolve these two velocities along and perpendicular to OP as u plus delta u cos delta theta, which is along OP, and u plus delta v sin delta theta is perpendicular to OP. Whereas v plus delta v, if I resolve along and perpendicular to OP, v plus delta v sin delta theta is along PO, whereas v plus delta v cos delta theta is perpendicular to OP. So if I consider the change in the velocity along OP is u plus delta v cos delta theta minus v plus delta v sin delta theta minus u. Therefore, change in the velocity perpendicular to OP in time delta t is u plus delta v sin delta theta plus v plus delta v cos delta theta minus v. So if I apply the limit as we have done in velocity, we get, so the simplification gives radial acceleration equal to d square r by dt square minus r d theta by dt square, and transverse acceleration, if on simplification, we get this 2 dr by dt d theta by dt and r d square theta by dt square. This is for your kind information. Let us continue in the next class.